Hi, hello. Sorry. No hangy, only Angie. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure he's eaten enough? So I had my tummy suddenly was very upset at me, so I had to run to the little cupcake room. Oh, but it's fine. It's fine. We're all good. We're summoning a demon today. Yeah. Bad Bloodthirster. Schools are not for eating, they are for the school throne. Yeah, no, what about some schools? You got numbskulls, what about some schools for eating? You had to go make dough. No! That's not where cupcake stuff comes from. There we go. Fingers. Fingers. I'm waiting. Do you know for custom character sheets? I'm waiting to see if one, they do get an narrator. And if they do, well, even if they don't, two, for them also to get onto new recruit and stuff. Because there's a few custom characters I want to try making and stuff. It's just much easier to keep track of all of this on a, you know, an army manager thing. Oh, there we go. But how you all doing? Hello, Poseidon9. Hello, Anthony. Hello, Erland. You know where you said it's not a Space Marine stream? Well, you know that this is actually, you know, it's for a World Eater army, so kind of it is a Space Marine stream. I mean, World Eaters are mostly Space Marines. Although now, you can have a cultist character in charge of your World Eaters. Actually, no, you can actually make a World Eater army that doesn't have any Space Marines in it now. So first you pick the Demon Killer detachment. You take a Bloodthirster as your HQ slot for your Warlord and stuff. You then take, in addition to that, hi Zosimus! Guess what you've been doing for the past day? Printing models! Or playing a video, or playing a game or something. World Eaters aren't full off Space Marines. They are full on Space Marines. In fact, most World Eater armies are just made up of like 200. I just dropped something. There it is. They're made up of like just multiple squads of World Eater Berserkers led by Juggernauts. I mean, you can make an army that doesn't have any Space Marines in though using World Eaters. You get a Bloodthirster, make it your Warlord. You then get yourself 3 units of Gar, or a couple of units of or what do they call them? Gar something. I've got them. I've literally got some in my cupboard. Garmongers. Garmongers, not Garmongers. Yeah, Garmongers. That's a word. Yeah, they are called Garmongers. Hi, JB4806. It was a prank. Sorry. What was a prank? Wait, what was... What was a prank? Yeah, you get yourself some Garmongers and you get yourself some Jackals. Hello, Talan. Oh my gosh, so many people just coming in. So many Jackals. How many Jackals? Yeah, you get like 3 squads of 20 Jackals, 2 squads of Garmongers, a couple of Bloodthirster, Letter units, and what's the other cool unit that they like to have around? Oh my gosh, the mode lines of this model. You know, if you want to know what I've been doing, I've been making some models off stream. I hope to get them finished before the stream, but you know, I was writing, I was doing other stuff. So I didn't quite get them finished in time. But yeah, you know, this is going to be really surprising when you look at the heads. Look at them, the beaky marines, the beakies. All of them have beak except this guy. He's got no helmet on. Except he does, it's just here on his... No one here is human except me. You know, I thought you were just stockings. Are stockings human? Okay, let's cut to the chase. Snap the connection point to the Bloodthirster before you accidentally do it. What do you mean? Was away, but as you can... But I've been working through the night. My brain is rotting. Give me your cupcakes. No! Go get to sleep, you silly Billy, wherever you are. International Beak Marines, who are you and what did you... Okay, so this is for my stealth detachment. So... Wait, he's got the blade-driven deep ability. Enhancement. That's the glue cap. What's the strange green object? Oh, this. Yeah, it's just some Tamiya glue. My blood is fabric, but my flesh is human. My stomach is socks. But I'm still human. Are we human? Or are we dancer? Do 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 do. Yeah, but oh yeah, blade-driven deep gives them infiltrators. And this entire thing, I've basically at -1 to hit them unless you're within 12 inches or something like that. Actually, I think it's just -1 to hit them. I can't remember. But yeah, so what if you're shooting them anyway? So the entire point is I want them to like look different from my current jump pack marines, of the ones I'm going to make in the future from the rapid deployment group. So I thought, give them the beaks because, you know, Raven Guard and Raptors, they like the beaks. So, but also what I'm imagining is that these beaks have like extra rebreather stuff inside them. So it allows them to also drop in from like much, much higher. And to be like going under, show me the mode lines. I've been trying to remove the mode lines, but for ones of the knees and like just here, you can see it here, are just really difficult to get rid of. They're the only really serious mode lines of a model, just and sometimes of the feet as well, you can see them. I do try to remove the other ones though using this thing. And sometimes a knife. But yeah, I'm imagining they got these rebreathers, but what the rebreather allows them to do is it cycles their breathing and it basically quietens their breathing to where outside of this, you don't hear it outside, like there's no sound that they produce through breathing while they're wearing the helmets. And even if they take off the helmet, they got that thing on underneath it, a mask. On top of this, because it's recycling for breath, it doesn't exhale their breath into the atmosphere, meaning it helps reduce their body heat. So what they do is they either drop in like from really, really high up where you don't expect them, or what they do is they wait in ambush on the battlefield. They like walk onto the battlefield on foot, keeping the power down and all of that stuff, just staying hidden underneath all the bushes and shrubbery and stuff. Oh, I might get some camo netting. You know, that you can get for like for tanks and stuff. I might get some of that and just put it on like the backpacks, the jump packs. And then what they do is like once the enemy's almost up on them, they jump. So they turn everything on, jump in from like the shadows and all the rubble or forest or whatever, and just go straight into you. And then like from the everywhere else, you're going to have a bunch of snipers shooting at you and stuff like that. Yeah, I've still got 2 more of them to build, but I'll do that later. We got though A Bloodthirster. Did you try a nail file? I do have like files and stuff. But I don't really care about them too much because sometimes, like, especially in certain areas, like with the foot and stuff, is your attempts to get rid of the mode lines can also get rid of some of the details. Like you got bits of like tiny little like bolts on these things, and then you got like all the gaps and stuff. The more you try getting rid of the mold lines, the more you risk damaging those bits of details and stuff and changing the dynamic of a model. And to be honest, I don't really mind mold lines too much because I always just imagine it's like, you know, being printed out of a factory in the same way. Like the mold, like someone just didn't trim down the mold itself, like with the actual armor. The main ones, it's like I tried really hard to get rid of it on him, but unfortunately, you can see just that white thing there. That's not just a trick of the light. That is actually a slight hole in the model, because it's still sometimes when you do try to take bits of sprue, a bit of sprue gets left on the model. Sometimes a bit of a model gets left on the sprue, and unfortunately that happened. But yeah, he's the character, and he's got the bigger base. I was looking at seeing if it would be worthwhile, like, changing him to using the company hero rules and, like, giving him an Emperor's Blade, Champion Blade or something, but decided against it because I can't give him Infiltrators without giving him an enhancement, and I can't give him an enhancement if I use the new Maelstrom rules for him. But, big old box. I bought this box used. It was all sealed fully, so no need to worry about it. But it was like 80% off. Really, really good. Sometimes you can get good deals like that if you shop around enough. Also, if we are quick with this, I've got two other things that I got around the same time that were also cheap. Got Summon of Siege, which I'm going to use as a source of Siege on disc, which there's Legends rules for. In my Night Lord army. And also, dun dun dun, Garmongers! The Bloodthirster was a metal mod. No! There was an old Bloodthirster. This is way bigger than the old Bloodthirster. The old Bloodthirster metal model is about as big as this base. Foolish fool of a Skaven. You fool of a took. So what have we got here? We got one foot here. That foot. That goes with that. That's an arm. Ooh. I think that's also part of a leg. That's definitely part of a leg. That's definitely part of a leg. That's definitely part of a leg. Those two bits definitely go together. Oh, it's those two bits that go together. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the abdomen. The old chain whip. I kind of want to go for a chain whip. I want to give a go Balrog style on him. Ooh, that's a big old axe. How big is it next to one of these Space Marines? That's a big old axe. Oh, there's different chest pieces for him. There's a whole pile of skulls on fire. Ooh, we could use that for something. I'm not going to use this part. If we look at the box, you can see different builds for him. Oh, you can't see it properly, but there's like ones of a website where I think it's this one. It's not got the fire underneath them. It just goes straight onto the base. And that's what I want to do. Partly because it will make it less tall, and that's good. And partly because I feel like that connection point will just snap. Oh my god, literally. I literally don't know what to say right now. You're too human to fix that mistake. To fix what mistake, sorry? Get shots. Cutlass. You know, maybe you two should duel one another. Ooh. The whole thing, does that go in his head? Okay, so this whip is... So I don't want that whip, I want this whip, I think. And at the end of that whip goes this chaos symbol. Although we could go with a big ol' hammer. Nah, let's go with the chaos symbol. And let's see, do I have... Okay, I think that goes on his back. Okay, I might need the instructions of this. Are there no instructions? There are instructions in the box. I mean, do you think I want to use I'm joking, I'm joking. If I turn this light off, does that help a little bit? See, oh, see, there we go. Yeah, that's what we want to do with the foot there. We want to go for whip. And there's no sword, unfortunately. There's a lot of head options and stuff. That's pretty fun. So it looks like there's 2 styles of head you can go for. You can go for this style of head, that style of head, or that style of head. Which are all similar to one another. I kind of like the second style most.
Instructions. In my Cupcake modeling stream, she is weak and weakness must be purged.
No! So yeah, we got a bunch of cool stuff in here. Let's actually, I want to look at the Balrog model. I want to go as close as to like the Balrog as possible. Look at this. What could this be? Oh, what could that be? Looks like Age of Sigmar to me. Maybe Lumineth Realm Lords, maybe Vampire, maybe it could be Cafe, I don't know. New Blood Hag stuff looks really cool. Very sleek models. I don't know if it's a paint style or not, but they kind of look a bit... Do you know when you accidentally get way too much plastic glue on a model and like all the details get smoothed out? It kind of reminds me of the faces here. I do know the armor.
Age of Sigmar, and Old World is best Warhammer.
Old World is the best. Well, maybe 40k is better. Look at that snake woman. Oh no, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to look at the Balrog. The Balrog. Actually, a lot of people would suggest that the best Warhammer is actually Middle-earth. Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's cool. Where's my Balrog? Here's my Balrog. Okay, so we want to go for the curved horns. We want to go for the curvy horns. Yeah. All of you wrong. It's clearly no, not Blood Bowl. Not Blood Bowl. Warhammer, they dressed my hags. Warhammer has fallen. Hi Malamal, how you doing? So I just fixing stuff up with my setup site. There we go. There we go. I don't know if a doctor's okay and being dressed must be embarrassing for them. No idea. I didn't read the Lord. Okay, Demon Prince. Oh yeah, I got loads and loads of little bases here. Okay, how big would this sword be? I mean, I kind of need the sword for my cinch. I could use the axe for cinch. Does it not come with a staff? Does it not come with a staff? Yeah, make a Demon Prince of cinch with these bits. It doesn't come with a staff. Sats. Where's the symbols of cinch? Slanesh. Normal. Corn. Cinch Veritas.
That's because your nose is too far up Space Marine's buttocks.
That's rude to say. I love the Doctors of Cain being considered an order faction. There we go. I mean, how would this sword look in his hand? That sword could work. Definitely could work. You know, we'll put that in the maybe pile. Hi, TA! How you doing? I was thinking about like other swords I might have. Well, what do we want? Let's start with the legs. We start with the legs. They have very, very leggy legs. They're very, very, very. She loves the smell. No, I don't. You love the smell of glue. I got my windows open despite it being cold, chilly, and my lower back's getting a breeze on it. I don't like it. Makes my tummy all feel weird. Don't worry, we're getting back into Space Marines soon. Soon. Yeah, I wanted to paint from yesterday, but, you know, the Maelstrom book arrived, so we couldn't. Remember to like the stream. Every like of this stream is a hope if a warp actually strays and for bland into the new. What do you mean bland? You're bland. Look what I've blooming got here. A blooming got someone on disc. That guy's not bland. Every single model I have is like a conversion pretty much. Very few models I have are not converted. Especially Space Marine models.
Remember to like the stream. Every like on the stream is a hope in the warp she strays away from the bland and into the new.
Yo, punch her. I'll punch her for insulting my Marines. My Marines are not bland. Space Marines don't have spearheads to land. They have combat patrols. And look at it. Look at it. He's got 2 purity seals and a plasma pistol. He's got a cool power sword. He's going in with his beaks. He's like... And he's got a cool cape. And where is he? This guy. Look at that cool cape with all those runes on it. Like, it's got all sorts of runic writing on his cape and all these decorations are like, doon, doon, I'm gonna shoot you. And he's got little bones and reliquaries on him. You're so cool. Hi, Crazy Butt Nick. Space means equals bland. It's like multiplying by... No! You know... If you feel like that, maybe you don't deserve a Bloodthirster. Maybe we'll do the stream. You don't get to see the handcam. If that's how you feel. If that's how you really feel. We can just stream like this. Are you happy now? You play Custodians for the first time in Combat Patrol. How did they go? Did you win? Was it a fun game? It was your friend's second game? Oh, so you did win a bit too hard. Bloodthirster is amazing. Put it back. No. Not until you apologise for calling my Marines bland. They did nothing to you. You hurt their feelings.
May God grant Conjurer the ability to understand words put in writing. Nobody complaining about the Thirster. We are all happy to see some myth.
Yeah, that's the point, Talan. That's the point. Oh my gosh, Talan, you're not paying any attention to what I said. I was defending my Marines, and when they said, they like, okay, you like the Bloodthirster tough. Until you apologise to my Marines, you don't get to see it. You're happy about the Bloodthirster, but no. Oh my gosh, Talan, complaining how I don't understand stuff, but he really doesn't understand. You should see how cool these legs are. They're doing a little dance. You stand by your fasting on my cupcake. At the end of the stream, the best rage rate to get us 10 bobs. Try and best that, nerds. 4 more and you can run my... I don't want 4 more of these, guys. Here we go. Custodians and Marines don't have reproduction. Nah, they don't get to reproduce. We got legs. We're doing a little dance like... Look how big this leg is. A big old hairy leg. Flash my pistol. Dying of this hill is the easiest thing. What's actually in my... What do I plan... I can show you my Bloodthirster, my World Eater army. Here you go. Here's a Gorfists. So it's got a Bloodthirster and a Warlord. The Juggernaut, Lord and Juggernaut. The Lord and Juggernaut needs 20 Khorne Berserkers, 2 squads of 8 Goremongers, and 10 Jackals. We don't have the Khorne Berserkers of this. We don't have any of these things yet because they're all coming in a Combat Patrol magazine. And we built 8 of the Goremongers on
something
screen.
Step on me Thirster Chan something.
No! Yeah, I've had 8 Goremongers. I might eventually decide to make more. I was thinking about getting the Demonkin box set. What's happening for 10 Jackals over here? There you go. But yeah, so this is like, if I do decide to get more, it's got to be like this. So it's exact same, except then it has some just 2 units of Blood Crushers and some Flesh Hounds. And a Greater Brass Scorpion! Oh my god, hi Severin. If you don't know what that is. Like, I was thinking, if I do make more of this, what would be a cool model to get for them? Because World Eaters don't have a great number of models. I decided if I do get more stuff, it'll be this giant guy. Yeah. Well, that's only if I expand on them. I might not. Also, I might not do this unit of Blood Crushers. It might just be better to do like a unit of blood, 2 units of Bloodletters or something. But then I'll have like 40 points spare. I wouldn't know what to do with them. I guess I could always give it to a Warlord of a Bloodthirster. Would it be cheap if it was made out of gold? No, it wouldn't be. It's a massive model. What do I do? Where's the bottom of the feet? Oh, here is the bottom of one of the feet. Got a little corn symbol. Oh, that'll be the coolest thing ever. I want to cover this in green stuff or clay or something. And like, press the foot into it. So this is a foot that's going to be in the air anyway. Does it have a second bottom of foot? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Goes onto that like this. There we go. That's how it goes on. So this goes into there like that. So yeah, it's going to be a much better connection if we don't make it as tall as possible. Whereas if we use this bit instead, you're going to have this entire long bit. It's going to fall over way too easily. What I'm thinking we can do, that might be really fun, is we stick this onto here. And then, like, that's got to be fair. We get some clay and put it on the base. And we just stamp, like, a couple of feet marks into this. Like, one there, one here. Oh, man, you love clay. You love clay, yeah. #1 clay fan right here. Really? Yeah, we can try that. Where is it? There we go. I thought Vespid Stingwings. They're not clay. I got distracted. I saw them. I was like, oh, you guys haven't seen all my Vespid Stingwings. So I thought I'd show them you. We got them. They're like, oh, shoot in the face. How big are they? They're pretty big models. They're very, very thin though. Like when you're putting the arms together that hold the gun. It's like, oh my goodness. And it's like, oh. Like, oh my goodness, just how thin they are with their chests. I like this guy. He's like a sniper. Oh, he's flying through the air while sniping you. Pew, pew, pew. Unfortunately, they are very, you know, not very stable. Especially like those guys. Like this dude. You get like weights on the base or something. This dude's a bit better, but still not great. Yeah, for arms that are like this, when you stick them together before putting them on the body, you just realise how thin the gap is between them. You're so hungry you could eat a world. A world eaters. That is true. That's why they're so angry, because they're just hangy. They're not them when they're hungry.
Time to blow torch a cupcake.
Oh no. The clay. Okay, never mind. Some of it is, you know, already a bit dried out. But it's fine for with clay deeper within. Yes, hi Blair Boris. Don't blow torch a cupcake. So how would we do this? What we want to do. Maybe it would have been better to use green stuff rather than polymer clay. I just remembered I had polymer clay and I thought, you know what? I've not been using much of it since I bought it to use on my World Eater base. Not World Eater, what am I on about? Warhound Titan base. So... oh no. That's what I wanted to do. It's that the little... This... The back toes in the way of doing it here. You know, maybe if we put more clay underneath it. There we go. Two little corny symbols. Ah, corny. What if his footprints were on fire? If that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint them so they're all like charred and stuff. What you can do is you can just take this knife and just start going da 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 da. Yeah. Just using the rough texture of the base to try and... I think what we do is like we create like this all ground would just be like all charred ground. And then I can put like grass here, and this will just be like all burnt and blackened. And then these will be glowing, where his feet were. I think that would be cool. Yeah. Blowtorch a cupcake, call it a flambe. No! But here's what we need now. What do we need next? Okay, that's part of a chest piece. What do the legs attach to? We've done 4, 5, 3. Chest, back. Also looks like that. Could be butt. You know you identify as a flambe. Well, you can be a flambe if that's what you want. Okay, 9 and 8 is next. Okay, okay. Apparently these chest pieces here go on top of the other chest piece. Okay, that makes sense. 9 and 8. Okay, that's 9. Oh, that's like a little tail. That's why. Okay, we got the little tail net. And here it is. Here's the other piece. Are we just assembling? Oh, we do not have time to paint this stream. I'd need, if I was to paint, I'd have to undercoat it, and you know, that's a 15-minute process just to get it undercoated. Well, actually, more like half an hour. Spray it from one side, wait for it to dry a little bit, spray it from the other side. Then I'd have to wait a few hours for it to dry. Oh, okay. Whatever. Darn it, I just dropped that thing. I wanted to throw it in the bin, not drop it on my carpet. Yeah, whatever. And then it would take me hours to paint it. Probably undercoat it in either yellow or red. Actually, black. Yeah, I'm thinking about having all my demons like painted charcoal black. I think that could be really cool. And like maybe the armor of my world eaters would be the same. It would be like charcoal black with a bit of orange and reds and yellows in. That's one hell of a statement. Did I say something weird? 10, 10, 10, 10. We got to do 10. What about red? I don't want to go for red because like all world eaters are red pretty much. So I think it would be cool to go against the grain a little bit, a little bit. I've definitely seen color schemes where they do have black.
Hours, that's a funny joke. Weeks is more believable.
No, I mean, like, it'll probably take me weeks to paint it, but I mean, it will take, like, if you just add in all the time that I actually spent on it, it'll probably be hours rather than weeks. Where's piece number 10? I don't even know what it looks like. 63... 55, 58, 21, 42, 49, 59, 63, 10. Oh, that piece is 10. Okay, that looks weird. Imagine 160 pot swatters and you have to take into account which model goes to which, you know, 3K match. Don't have to. I played vampire counts. Okay, so this piece goes here. Oh, that goes like that. So Blight is a fun army. No, yeah, Soul Blight's cool, but I know you didn't play. I played Vampire Counts back in Fantasy before Age of Sigmar. I also played Orcs in 40k and Tyranids in 40k. Lots and lots of models. There we go. And then this leg goes like... Somehow. There we go. Oh, he's got like that little tee-hee dance. Do where you're skipping. Oh, skipping through the daylilies. Oh. He's such a cutie patootie with his little skip. Oh, he's got a skip and a song. A skip in his step. A song in his heart. How big is his leg and extra space mean? Those are some big legs. Cheetahs! Tyranids are also fun army that I intend to collect, but there's also Orc, Margaret Thatcher, Gaskell McFagger. At half discount. Ooh. I don't really do epic characters very much, and when I do, usually it's just to use a stat. Or sometimes a model, but it's usually because I get given for model by like Combat Patrol or something. Okay. Okay. That's not these pieces. Which piece is it? Where's the piece I was looking at before? I think it's... Oh, this one! That's what I want. We want the abs. The abdomen done next. There we go. I'm part of a torso. There we go. There we go. It's going together. It's got a big hole. It's a Teletubby! What's on TV today? It's the Beaky Show. Wait, there you go. Here we go. What's on telly? It's a Beaky Show. The Beakies are here to say, get shot in the face of plasma. The only show that can actually hurt you. Do not put this on at home. Wait, didn't you mean do not try this at home? No, do not turn this show on while you're at home. Have you been praying to the Emperor today? Well, if you've not been praying to the Emperor, then maybe try pressing the like button. For the like button is as good as a prayer to the Emperor as any. Like, why is a great demon playing, like, Imperial propaganda TV in its belly button? Like, don't ask any questions. It's Cupcakes Demon Bloodthirster. There we go. He's coming together. To be honest, he is a little bit smaller than I expected. Look at his tiny little tail, though. He's got a tiny little baby tail. Oh, it's like vestigial. Okay, then we've got chest piece. Dun, dun, dun. Where's the chest piece gone? Here it is. It's like a duck with a tail feathers pulled. No! Oh my gosh, could you imagine a Bloodthirster but like give it a bunch of feathers? Like remove all the hair, replace it with just feathers. Do you ever wonder why this model was 80% off? Kind of, but not really. It's from a website that often does models cheap, that sells models at a discount. Because because they're all used models, but they only sell brand new in box models. The Space Marines and some of the Imperial Guardsmen stuff often aren't any cheaper than just buying it from a different store new. Often, sometimes it's even more expensive. But less popular factions, such as Tau, Chaos and stuff like that, often for cheaper. And it's probably just because they are less popular as they struggle selling them. I imagine if they just have a stock of them for a while, they just like increase the discount. But it's basically just a trading shop. You know, like GameStop. It's like GameStop, basically, the style of shop it is. Maybe it comes alive at night and unplugs all the electronics. I can try. The rest of my models also come alive at night. That's why it takes me so long to paint them sometimes, because, you know, I have to keep putting them back together after they've been battling all night. Well, I say battling. It's not battling, it's more just like partying. Comes alive. No, it won't come alive and eat cupcakes. It will never do such a thing. That's such a terrible crime. How could you accuse it of it? I feel like I'm missing a step. Yeah, according to this, it looks like it has a little belly button or something, like just right there. But mine's just got a big old Teletubby hole in its belly. Wonder may have made a Toy Story going on when she doesn't take her meds. I take my meds all the time. I'm on so many, it'd be hard not to. Okay, there we go. Oh. It's got big old... Oh, turn this light back on, sorry. He's got big old veins in his body. Look at all those veins. I think you need to take some like heart medicine or something. You're going to give yourself an aneurysm. You're going to get really ill if you have your veins bulging like that. Oh my goodness, dude. Steroids aren't good for you. Every night her unassembled minis cry in pain while her unpainted models are shunned by the painted model society. Well, the unpainted model society is much larger than the painted model society, I'm telling you that much. Where's his shoulders? Does he not get shoulders? He's got back hair apparently. It's like a society pyramid for painted models of the elite rich. And the ones that painted well are the super rich. Unfortunately, none of my models are super rich. Look at all that back hair. I accidentally hit myself with the knife. I caught myself. Instead of eat for rich, it's dropped for paint removal. Gosh. There you go. Yeah, I did expect it to be a little bit bigger from the pictures, but I guess the wings add a lot of size to it. So, what's next on the agenda? You have different styles of loincloth. So we can go for that one, not a big fan. Or we can go for... Where's piece number 40? Oh no, they're both here. That is a terrible picture of the two models. It's that one and that one. You can't tell what they are. Let them be based off with their bases. No! Don't take the basis. We'll go for the chains. The chains are fun. Oh, trying to cut some of these pieces though is very difficult. There's the very thin bits that are attached to thicker bits of sprue. So you run the risk of accidentally breaking the wrong bit off. In fact, such awkward angles, it's difficult to get the clippers into it. Okay, so this goes, so it goes that way round. And ow. I feel like I need the bit that goes over its belly first. Or maybe not. If 41 goes over its belly. And so does 42. Oh, I like the 42 one. This bit goes here. Oh, like a championship belt. Okay, so I think it goes like that. This is very hard. Like that? Surely not. Or maybe. Actually, wait. That's got a little hole that I imagine is of this thing. Yeah, that's how it goes on to this. This connects like that to here. And then this connects onto here. That's easier. Much easier to do it like that. I'm a genius. Okay, then it wants some stuff to go on the legs. Some armoured plate. Do we want the armour on the legs? I probably should. It's got the straps of the armour. And I do want to give it the rural. Maybe the enhancement of blood armor, so it gets a 2+ armor save. Rather than 3+, that'd be fun. Bow to Cupcakes Genius or something. Yeah, bow to my genius. So smart. Okay, these bits of sprue need to be cut off very carefully. And this goes something like this, I guess. Maybe like this? No. No, it must be the other way. Like that, maybe. Okay, wait, it's got a pattern there on that side, which lines up with this lump here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's how it goes on. Now all we need to do is replicate that exact thing that took ages to try and figure out. And it'll be good. There we go. Yeah, armors. Leg armor. Okay, we need another leg armor piece. And this one's got a skull in it. Hey, where's the skulls of a skull phone? You're not. This guy's got a bunch of skulls. He's got a skull here. He's got a skull here. He's meant to be giving them to the skull phone. No, he's keeping them for himself. Oh, bad boy. He's not allowed to keep the skulls for himself. And look at those. He's got skulls here too. Oh, it's skulls of a skull phone, not for your hair braid. Well, the skulls look pretty in my hair. There we go, he's got armor. He's got armor. For some reason it wants me to do the head next. Do you those are arm guards or shin guards. They kind of look like shin guards to me. Can't let them keep them schools if they're good boys as a treat. Oh, so this guy's a very good... I mean, he does have a bunch of Garmonger cultists. So, maybe. Tasty. Add some cola. Cola, cola, cola. Okay, we wanted the curve horns, the ones that curve inward. Which of these horns curve from most inward? Those ones. Oh, they got scores on too. Although they seem to be growing out of it. Okay, so this needs trimming. So we're trying to go for Balroggy boy. I kind of prefer face, the second face, but I prefer these horns. So I wonder if I can go with the other face and these horns. Or it's just one set of horns for each face. He's got little goat horns. That reminds me of the Goat Detective. A story I'm writing. Got like 2 chapters done. Amazing. I thought I did write chapters instead of doing exercises this morning. I did get my exercises done in the afternoon though. Surprisingly productive today. Oh yeah, he looks like a little goat. It's a danger goat. Danger goat. Oh, it's like Danger Mouse. Okay, 22, 23. I'm 21. Oh, here's 21. Which is like one side of a mouth. 22 and 23 from the other side of a mouth. Got 16. Oh, no. 23 is the tongue. Oh. He's got a little forked tongue. On 22, he's got like a little... a little thing on. He's got a little corn symbol hanging off his chin. At least it's not a corn cupcake. Those things are terrifying. Have you seen the corn cupcakes? Don't want to mess with them. Okay, somehow this goes in here. How? You just go off the bottom here. Might do actually. I think it goes something like... I got out to get for a second piece in and figure out how it slots in from there. There we go. Ah! Anemic people should eat corn cupcake. No, don't eat the corn cupcake. cupcakes are not food. Okay, that really makes no sense. What's going on here? How does this tongue fit in? So the tongue meant to go in like this somehow. Oh, I think that's how. I think it glues into the top bit there. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it's meant to be licking its teeth. There we go. A cornflake cake. Yeah! A cornflake cupcake. It's still a cupcake. I might use one of the spare heads on this and give it to like one of my Templar characters to hold up. That's like, I have killed a Bloodthirster. Whatever you can do does not matter. But I am a god. But I have slain a demigod. Okay, maybe this actually can fit here. I think it kind of can. Yeah. I know demons kind of just disappear when you kill them, so like holding the head up and taking it as a trophy isn't really a thing. But you know, shh. No one else needs to know that. Yeah, it does work. Nice. I prefer this head. It looks more animalistic. Yeah, see. I wasn't looking what you said. I just assumed when I saw like text just moving that that's what you were saying. I imagine. No, look, it's Black Templar. You'd never know what's going on with Black Templar. They probably had some weird blessing of the Emperor that is actually keeping the demon kind. Oh, that would be so cool. Like, have you seen that short animation where it's got dinner for Barbarian and he keeps that leech on his back like the leech became immortal? Imagine that, where like they decapitate a greater demon and rather than the demon dying, like they use a special blade or something, and they managed to take the head and just like keep the head alive, and now the demon's like trapped, like in eternal agony, unable to like reform its body around itself.
She could feel the amok from across the country.
I could. I once fried chicken, but instead of using breadcrumbs, she used cornflakes. Oh, how did that go? I mean, if you break down for cornflakes, I imagine it should work. I mean, Americans use corn for all sorts of things. Yeah, for the base size, the main body actually feels really tiny for this size base. Like, I was expecting an Imperial Knight-sized model. In fact, I was really surprised when I got it and it's just 2 sprues. and like Whisper is just mostly wing. And then finding out actually it does have loads of options. It was amazing. Ah, amazing. Well, I'm glad. Oh, we could give it like the hammer on for whip. I kind of want to go for the hammer instead of the chaos symbol. You know? Oh, what is it called? You know, for hammer on a whip? Like there's a name for meteor hammer. That's it. Really sucks. Actually, meteor hammers are fine. You generally don't want to use them by themselves. The issue with those types of weapons, especially one that has like a very weighty end on it, is it tires you out very, very quickly. And you can also lose your weapon very, very easily because it can get wrapped or caught quite easily. But it's very good for disarming people. And it's very good for also in the same way you can use a greatsword to like clear a distance around yourself, or polearm. Meteor hammer, very similar. Where's the actual hand that's meant to be holding it, though? If I was a horse, I'd say amazing. I was gonna have more cornflake stuff. But then I found out, you know, corn bad. At least for people like me, anyway. Like, oh. Whey powder is oh so bad for me. Ooh, I know what I can do. Should I put the dead Terminator on this thing? Actually, I'm just saying about how meteor hammers are actually not as good as like having something like this on the end. Maybe not an actual symbol of chaos, but do you know a bladed lighter thing? Where you weight it so that basically whenever you do like a motion of spinning it around, the blade will always be centered correctly or aligned correctly. You don't want something spiky like this because it will get stuck and caught. You want something that's bladed. Meteor hammers are better against armored opponents than a bladed one, like especially heavy plate armor. Softer armor, not as much. And most of the time, if you're fighting someone with heavy plate armor, they'll have soft armor as well. Either under or over it, or both. Okay, one of these hands has to be... Oh, it's this one! It like, these two bits go together. Oh. I wonder, does it have a hand where it doesn't have any weapon in its hand? And it just uses its fist. Just punches them. There we go. Goes that way. Yeah. Get whipped. A list of stuff she can shrink. She can half shrinks evermore. You know I can't have a lot. If it was anyone else, it might almost be sad. 57 and 58. Or just 52 and 53. Let's look how 52 and 53 look. That's the one where it's over its head though, isn't it? 52 and 53. Actually, I don't know. Oh no, that's the right arm. I'm thinking its other hand only has one option of weapons and position, which is sad. If that is the case. I got a bit of sprue. There we go. What have people been watching recently? Or like playing? I'm still watching Avatar of Carver. I'm finding it very fun actually. Really like it. Terms of playing, not really much honestly. All I've been really playing off stream is, when it comes to games, is RimWorld. I was playing a bit of Dungeon Crawler on my phone, but not done that for a while. Got into the difficulty area where it's just like too time consuming and too difficult to really be having a lot of fun with it anymore. Which sometimes you get with those types of roguelike games. I think I might have cut too much off when I was cutting off that big pile of sprue. I'm not enough. Don't use knives towards you, always away. Yeah, this is really weird. I don't seem to angle this correctly. How it works. Without a gap appearing somewhere. Like, get rid of a gap here. Gap opens up there. Get rid of a gap here. Gap opens up there. I've just been playing Uma Musume, but you're reading the Doom books. I need to finish reading my Archmagus book and a bunch of other books, actually. Oh, we've been starting to see foxes recently outside. Kind of scary because we're not in enough area where, you know, the foxes really should be. Why won't this go together? You know, sometimes you just get pieces that don't go together. You just keep cutting bits off and it doesn't help either. It's definitely the correct hand and the correct arm. Okay, I guess that's good enough. There we go. And the arm attaches to the back somehow, hopefully. The arm bone connects to the torso bone. The torso bone connects to the random piece of armor bone. How anatomically correct are these demons? Question, why do the demon lords, especially Korn, looks very humanoid? Why does he have it around him? I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be in... Oh, armor pieces! Like, I'm pretty sure it's not meant to be skipping through this. You know, it's fine. He's just going to lasso his foot. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't think it's meant to be wrapping around himself like that. He's just a whimsy that... Yeah, he's just whimsical. He's just a whimsical demon. Everyone loves whimsical demons. Everyone is full of whimsy too. They're kind little demons. I don't want your money. I just wanna throw it away. Oh, why does the whip have to be so big and heavy? I think outside of washes, I have finished painting for mini knights. Nice! Just dip it in known oil now. Don't want your money. Don't even like it. I just wanna throw it away. So I'm singing a song from College Dropout. What was it called? Very Important People, yeah. money does suck. I just want to give it to the Warhammer shop. You know, like a good old charitable person I am. They need the money so they can make more Warhammer. You know, with how much his veins are popping and you know how visible his muscles are, I think he's very dehydrated. And he's got all this fire around him. You're not drinking enough, Mr. Bloodthirster. Get some drink in you. Have some water. But don't you want some water? Might have to go over some metal to reshine for pistons after the body gets stoned. But most of it is... Have you done your teeing up as well? Like, you know, making all the legs dirty. I just wanna throw it away. Don't want your money. I don't even like it. Just wanna throw it away. Wait, where's 14 on this? Bam, bam, bam. Okay, which type of axe do I want? There's 2 axes. You got this axe.
Look at my baby boy. He's growing by the minute.
He is growing. And we've also got... Which axe do you think we want to go for? For one that looks like it's from some Full Metal Band cover. With the skull and the flames and like... Kind of looks Night Lordy, don't you think, in a way, with the spikes coming from a skull. Or for one where it's like, pop a big axe and then a mini axe for counterweighting. Which one? Yeah, they do have flesh hounds. That is actually one of the units I want to get for my world eaters, eventually. Actually pretty cool. They're like they're a ranged unit, not a melee unit. Well, they are a melee unit. They're very good in range, though. I say very good. They're very short range, but they're very dangerous at what they do. Go over here. They come in squads of 5 for 75 points. And they're not bad in melee. 3 attack, strength 5, AP -1, damage 1, weapon skill 3. But they got Burning Raw. 12-inch range, D6 attacks, automatically hit, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1, ignores cover, auto hits. At the end of your opponent's turn, if it's not engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, you can move it from the battlefield. Also has 3+, feel no pain against psychic attacks. So it's pretty cool. If I don't have the new stuff on there yet. Yeah. Yawn. Do I want to see what the best Scorpion stats are like? 12-inch move, toughness 12, 3+ armor save, 26 wounds, 6+ leadership, 10 objective control, Hellflamer cannons, 2d6 attacks, auto hit, strength 8, AP -1, damage 1, ignores cover. Then it's got the Scorpion cannon, which is 15 attacks, hits on 3, strength 5, AP -1, damage 2, sustained 1. That's feel no pain 4+ against psychic attacks. Has an invulnerable save of 5+, Demolisher cannon. Then in melee, it has some of these really... It does damage 6. Strength 14, 6 attacks. Or it can get 18 attacks at damage 2 at strength 8, AP -2. Pretty cool, honestly. We do actually have another model that isn't a Legends version. And it is... They actually have 2 really cool models. So one of them is this. I don't really like this version of it. The Khorne Lord of Skulls. I like the Beast of Corn spearhead for Age of Sigmar. Yeah, that's a cool spearhead. They actually have that spearhead in the... Or they used to in the Chaos Demons set over here. Here it is, yeah. But actually, this unit here can't be used in 40k. The 2 Fleshhounds can, and Ragnak, or whatever it's called is. Karanak, yeah. But for Claws of Karanak, these guys can't be. You could, because they are squads of 8, if you put them on 32mm basis. Or is it 28.5? If you put them on smaller basis, you could potentially use them as Goremongers. Or swap out for base again and use them as Jackals. But Jackals come in squads of 10 or squads of 20 if they don't come in squads of 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. I think Goremongers is your better thing there. Yeah, this is a dude we're building. Blood Crushers are cool. Scarband is cool. But there's another thing. I kind of like this. I was half tempted to get it. Got 2 squads of Bloodletters, Juggernaut, Master Executioners, 10 Corn Dudes. But what is it called? It is the... begins with K, I think. Titan Raffinger, I think it is. It uses the Lord of Skulls as a base. This thing, yeah, I much prefer this over the Lord of Skulls. It's basically the exact same as the Lord of Skulls, except to replace its tracks with these resin legs. How good is a Lord of Skulls though? Where is it? Mastodon. Lord of Skulls. It would be under Corn Lord of Skulls. Oh, there it is. Corn Lord of Skulls. And then the Chiton Raffinger. Corn Lord of Skulls. 12-inch move. Toughness 13. Wounds 24. 3+ save. Versus Brass Scorpion, which has toughness 12 and 26 wounds. Toughness 13. 24 wounds. It has the Gatling Storm Cannon, so less shooty power. It's not bad. Oh, Rapid Fire 6. Actually, yeah, that's better than the Brass Scorpion Cannon. I think it's a higher strength. Yeah. Higher AP. At 24, high range, 24-inch, it gets rapid fire, still gets sustained. Hits on 4s, for Brass Scorpion hits on 3s, though. Brass Scorpion has a Demolisher Cannon. This has something similar, actually, with rapid fire instead of blast. Oh no, it does get blast as well. I start back to round, roll additional d6 of Blessings of Corn. Strength 16, AP -4, damage 8, 6 attacks, hits on 3s, or 18 attacks at the Power Fist level. Oh, so it hits harder with its main attack. This doesn't have a special rule. They're very similar to one. What about the Chiton Raffinger? Chiton Raffinger, toughness 12, 24 wounds. Has the same Gatling cannon, except this time it doesn't get rapid fire. Actually, does it have the same No, it's a weaker, but it has more shots and no rapid fire. But in melee, it hits worse. It looks so much cooler, though. I mean, it is a lot cheaper points-wise. Each time it makes a charge move, it gets sustained hits with its melee weapons. In addition, once per battle, this model is eligible to charge and return at advance. Does it also move slower? 10-inch move versus 12-inch move versus 12-inch move. Interesting. D6 plus 2 deadly demise. D6 plus 2 and D6 plus 2. Yeah, I think this one just looks so much cooler than, you know, this thing. Would gar markers sell gar in a market? Maybe they would sell gar in a market. I mean, that's kind of what they do. It's just not in a market. Okay, how is the whip? Has that dried now? Okay, yeah, that's pretty sturdy. We got a whip. Okay, we want to do... Oh yeah, what did people say? He's a bloodthirster, not a blood drinker. Oh, I missed that. Yeah, he's not thirsty. He's thirsty because he is a bloodthirster. Yeah. You know, that's why he doesn't drink it. Maybe he does drink a lot. He just has like one of those weird issues. Like my tummy issue. Oh, hi, Nano Fate. How you doing? But yeah, what type of axe head do we want to go for? We got this axe head. And we got that axe head. I kind of like this one. Yeah. We're going to go for 53, 52. And 54. Don't want your money. Don't even like it. Wanna throw it away. Oh, look at a big old gap in his hand there. Ugh. Don't feel like that's meant to be there. Wanna throw it away. There's a million people calling for sky. Million people just wishing to die. There we go. Yeah, Garmongers are probably my favourite World Eater unit. Just in terms of appearance. There we go. Nice. That looks so confusing. Like, just look at how that it goes. My favourite corn-related unit is Commander Farsight. Oh no. Don't say that to the Tau players. Wait, I have Tau now. No! And I guess he is semi-corn related, to be honest. But that's also a bit like saying Dante is your favourite corn related unit.
Arbal is undefeated.
Not in my playthroughs, he isn't. Remember when we defeated Arbal? We're like, how the heck do we defeat him? It's auto-destroying all of these armies. So we just sent a whole load of Kistler fights with Dino rifles. and we just lined up at the back and just shot. Actually, I think we got some gyrocopters, didn't we? And we just like lured him to the gun line first, and he just like fell in one volley. It's like, yeah, that was easy. Don't want your money, don't even like it. Wanna throw it away. There we go. There we go. Speed racer. Yeah! Big ol' axe. Look at him. He's a pretty man. He's a pretty bloody man. He's covered in blood. Oh yes, he is. He's a little minotaur man. He's a little powerful man. He's got horns, he's got hooves, he's got big old muscles. And he wants your ice cream to cool him off, 'cause he's always on fire, and it's not rough. No, it is quite rough. Sorry. Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday, Tuesday. We're chewing everything in every way we can. Why does this armor piece keep falling off? I don't like it. There we go. Okay, now I shouldn't have put the head on yet, but we can get an armor piece though. Let's go for... I kind of like that symbol. We'll go for the one that uses that. Which one is this? It's piece number 43. Actually, let's look at the two of them. So we got two pieces. I kind of like this one more. And that is piece number 43. Nice. It's Tuesday. Monster Mania. Get down to your local, whatever it is, stadium today to see things. It's Tuesday. I watch The Simpsons. I know in America they just have like random things going bah, 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 like that. All of my knowledge of the outside world comes from The Simpsons. Oh, you must be very knowledgeable then. Yes, I am. The most knowledgeable. No, it doesn't go over middle here. It, I could go there, that could go there, that could go there, that could go here. Does it go here? I don't know. Unless it goes somewhere like here. You know what? We can just put it on his chest first. Oh, it fits. Perfect. Why am I surprised it fits? You know, I really should not be surprised that it fits. It doesn't want to come off. It'll be Tuesday, ain't it? Yeah, it's Tuesday, ain't it? It's Tuesday, ain't it, bruv? There you go. Okay, so somehow this goes on like... How? How? It says it goes over here. No, don't get dropped! It fell. It fell. Everyone's hair needs eliminating except mine. I don't understand how this is meant to go anyway, because it's got the back of the skull just sticking out. That makes it just not sit neatly anywhere. Unless it goes in his armpit, but I don't think he wants this spiky thing in his armpit. It's not Slaneshi. It looks like it's meant to go like... Just throw glue at it. Relatively smooth piece of armor there. It'll be fine. There we go. I want to put the little arm things on it. Oh gosh, its hand. No, its hand just fell off. The thing we just stuck on fell off. Okay, if I just hold that like this. Okay. Okay. We'll just stick it to the base now. You just go. Like that. I'll put some glue on just here. Wherever the whip touches the base, we'll try to glue it. Yeah, just keep it nice and settled and no. Just keep it here. Nice and settled. Sorry, I was like quiet. I'm trying to stop this thing from just destroying itself. No! He definitely does not want to stay connected to the base, this guy. He doesn't want to stay anywhere. That's the trouble. The trouble with this really, really heavy one, maybe I should just glue the legs onto the base initially. Just wanna fade away. Do you ever like be listening to music and then just randomly decide to like throw the Angel Beats theme at you or something? I don't know, Higurashi Dear You. And you're just like, no, I'm crying. Why? Why did you... Actually, no, I don't cry for sad music. I like the sad music. But sometimes you just get hit straight in the feels by YouTube going, hey, do you way you listen to this really happy music mix and you really, you know, groove into it? Well, I think you want to be sad. Here's something just to hit you right in the feels. What? No, YouTube! What did I do to deserve this, YouTube? What did I do? What do you mean, did something to deserve something? Well, I just like hurting people. That's YouTube. That's how I imagine YouTube. If YouTube was a person, it would be the Joker. Hypocritical. Do you know one of the weird things that I think people sometimes miss about Heath Ledger's Joker? Is that he did the entire thing of, you know, burning for money, except when he kept some. He was a hypocrite. Which is actually a big thing about the Joker. He's a massive, massive hypocrite. And I think part of it is just for the love of the game and for jokes. He doesn't care that he's a hypocrite. And other people noticing his hypocrisy, sorry. It's just funny. To him anyway, because he has a messed up sense of humour. That being said, hypocrisy is a form of humour. People unironically stand Joker and that baffles me, yeah. It's because they view him as an anarchist. And in a lot of ways, yeah, I can see that, yeah. She's like, I think my cat got out. And she's still ill. Where do all these extra spikes go? Like, oh, but oh, do they go on for symbol? Yeah, I think they go on for symbol of corn. Oh, maybe not. No! Look at it just falling over. It's a jerk. You're just slowly falling over. Oh, and he's just lifting up all of or better fictional iconic anarchists like Fee. Yeah. There's definitely better ones. I think people, especially if they see the Heath Ledger Joker and they view him as like the ultimate anarchist, except half of the point of that is he's not actually an anarchist. He gets people that are anarchists to work for him. He uses it to make himself seem unpredictable and stuff. But really, he is just a person. Oh, maybe I was gluing this on backwards. Yeah. Okay, it goes on that direction. Oh, and he lifted up all of the clay. Now I'm going to have to fix this. With glue, super glue of all things. He's drunk on cornflakes. Yeah. But it's like a lot of things. It's like people stand for characters from, oh, what is it about? Fight Club. Like, the entire point is you're not meant to idolize them. It's similar to Rick in Rick and Morty. He is meant to be a drunk, selfish, horrible person who is a complete nihilist. And the thing is, he's meant to be wrong most of the time. That's like one of the things about like when he goes to therapy with the pickle Rick. And like you've had multiple episodes where, you know, he's crying for help and he's denying crying for help while doing so. And that's what Rick is. Same with, well, not same, but you got a similar thing with, you know, the Breaking Bad dude, Walter White. Oh, and the guys from, oh, what do they call it? Begins with a P. Peaky Blinders, there we go. Yeah, Peaky Blinders. Those characters are also, you know, you're not meant to idolize them. I think you know, want them to succeed. Well, that's always going to be an issue. Whenever you put a character as your protagonist, it's like Anakin from the prequel series of Star Wars. It's like a lot of people see Anakin in those films and, you know, they think, oh, protagonist. We're meant to support him. It's like, no, you're meant to be watching him fall. You're meant to be going, no, Anakin, no! Although that being said, the way it's written, and it's sometimes funny. Actually, the same goes with like some of the things in Warhammer. That being said, I think more people in Warhammer do recognise, yeah, these are not people you're meant to idolise. Hi, just a musical nugget. Anakin is a tragedy, yeah. Okay, what's next on this list of stuff? Oh, for parts of the wings. Oh, for the spikes and for wings. Okay. We got for spikes and for wings. We got shoulder pads to add on. I'll do for wings next. Gosh, these wings are big with thick, you know, areas where you clip them off. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? How you doing? Joey from Friends. Box. Just missing your GF. No! Get better aim then. I'm just imagining you throwing stuff at your GF. Okay, so 32, 33, 32, 31 and 30 on this swing. That's 38, 33, 32, 31 and 30. Okay. Where's the other spikes? That's 38, 37. Don't see spikes here. 36. And is there a 35? Yeah, there is a 35, but where is it? Got one spike there, one spike here, one spike there, and those 4 spikes off of the other wing. Oh, there it is. Right here. Work. Work! Okay, so 33 goes at the top of the ring somehow. It goes like this. Oh, it goes like that. You know, the thing I really like Chaos, but the thing I actually like least about Chaos is the Space Marine part of Chaos. Like, I find that, you know, the trait to Guardsman of the Cultist more interesting, especially whenever you read books and you focus on the Cultists.
Late night, come home, work sucks, I know, she left me roses by the stairs, surprises let me know she cares.
I assume you're quoting a song. Yeah, no, you don't like Space Marines, Erland. Do not forgive me, I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you! Hey, the like button said it likes Space Marines. Go and give it a punch. Teach it a lesson for liking Space Marines. There you go. Oh. Popcorn doesn't know Blink. I don't know lyrics to any song. You could literally start quoting the lyrics to my favourite song ever. And actually, I don't even know what my favourite song ever is. I mean, one of my favourites is... Oh, what's it called? I forgot. How does it go? I can't even remember how it goes. It's a song, okay. It's that kind of punky rock. The sigh was steep. Not going to lie. Look, asking me for names of famous people, musicians, bands and stuff. You don't ask for it. I don't keep tabs of them. I don't even know my favourite ones. It's like, oh look, it's your favourite actor. It's like, who? It's like, oh, it's him who played this guy. I forgot his name. I don't know. You know, I care a lot about things, as you can tell. Say anything. Alive with the Glory of Love. There we go. That's the song. Alive with the Glory of Love by Say Anything. I like that song. You could quote it to me and I probably wouldn't even recognize it because I don't listen to the lyrics very well. See, considering how long it took me to say my favourite song, Or one of my favourite songs. It was in Scrubs. Look at these little talons. But yeah. This is a cool little monster anyway. I did listen to that when you said about the next potential song. Yeah. It was in an episode of Scrubs, that's how I know about it. And it was when I was doing a rewatch of Scrubs, and I was like, oh, this is a cool song. I'm gonna look it up. There's also another one. I think it's called Fire Away. Fire away with a loaded gun, like you're on fire. You're on fire. You do do no no no. I also like a bunch of Katy Perry songs. And Kesha songs. And Jessie J and some One Direction-y stuff. And I just like all sorts of music. I don't know. Stuff just comes up on the playlist. I listen to it. Coldplay. I like some of their music. I think some of it sucks. I think some of it's great. Viva La Vida. Great. Clockwork. Sometimes I like it. Blink 182. I couldn't name a single song of them. I do know that they come up on my playlists, and there have been a couple of times I've purposely picked out their songs, but I can't tell you which ones they were. Half the time when I'm picking out songs, I'm just like, oh, thumbnail. I know that thumbnail. Oh, look at him. He's got big old wings. Lappy flaps. Must be an English thing. What's an English thing? The song goes... No, it's an American song. I'm pretty sure it's an American group. Say Anything. Scrubs is a TV show that's from America as well. One of my favourite TV shows. They're actually making a new season. You never really watched it. What? Watch it now. No, don't watch it now. There we go. Does it have another shoulder thing I can give it? Doesn't look like it, sadly. What the heck is that? Oh, probably part of an arm. Okay. I think that's it. There's bits of decoration I can put on it, but I don't really care for that. But here's our demon prince. Not demon prince. Bloodthirster. Roar! Yeah, considering the base size, it's a bit smaller than I really expected.
You heard her, Erlond. Go watch Scrubs right now.
No,
Remember
not right
to
now.
hit the dislike
After the
button on the
stream.
way out.
No, don't hit the dislike button. Hit the like button. And it's pretty big, I guess. Let's put a towel next to him, but not enough of scale. Towel for scale. Towel for scale. Towel rides Bloodthirster. The Tow's riding a Bloodthirster. The Tow, they advanced even more. They learned how to take. Oh, never mind, it fell off. Hitting dislike. I watch his scrubs. No! Okay, we got time. Let's build a Gaunt Summon of Siege. Okay, we gotta just open it up. We gotta just rip it open. We just rip. You know, you see plastic, clear plastic, and you just want to rip it. There we go. Oh look, magical stuff. As much elegance as a connoisseur. Look, I don't have any scissors here. I have a knife. Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be. I can show you actually. I can show you the list. I can show you the list. Where is it? Here we go. Wrong one. New recruit. New recruit. Go over here. It's gonna be of Siege. Down. It's got Sorcerer. Sorcerer on Disc of Siege. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Sorcerer on Disc of Siege. I don't want a cursed weapon. How? Combi weapon. Yeah. There we go. What does it even do? It can join Rubik Marines, and while this model is leading a unit, weapons ignore cover. It can only lead Rubik Marines. And it's got the most useless ability ever. Because... Do you know what to see something cool about Rubik Marines? All of their weapons already ignore cover. That's like their entire thing. They ignore cover all of the time.
I imagine the Bloodthirster would quote Borderlands 2's Krieg. Strip the flesh. Salt the wound. Would you like to see my meat bicycle?
Meat bicycle. Wait, I don't think they have meat bicycles. And maybe in Borderlands 2 they do. I don't think Korn does though. I don't think this Bloodthirster does. Okay, 4, 3, 2. Tentacle. Oh, it's got little feetsies and little tentacly things coming out of there. Okay, so this clearly goes around here. Yeah. Like that. All goes if lump. Oh, little feet he's got these very tall, my goodness. Like Space Marine. Almost as tall as a I mean, he is meant to. I imagine he's either a demon or just like very mutated possessed. Okay, then 3. The Bloodthirster did take a bit longer for it. It's because its for pieces just did not want to stay together half of the time there. Rippers and tentacles. Well, there goes the monetization. What do you mean? He's got grippy grips. He's not got grippy grips. He's got feety feet. And magical tentacle stuff to keep him afloat on top of his disc. That's just a flattened screamer. Do you know one thing that I think would be cooler? It's that character from Dragon Ball Z for doing the film with Frieza's brother. Yeah, I think that would be cooler. No, doing Space Marine 2 is if the scene section of a map kind of acted a bit like Dino for Flood with the demons and stuff. Because the way they would fight, like Dino with screamers, kind of reminds me a bit of a Flood, you know. Like, maybe not infect. Actually, it could infect people in a way with demonic curses. Oh. Yeah, the God Summoner is a pretty tall lad, actually. Okay, we've got 5 next. Which has feathers on. Why is it feathers? Why does the Cinch guy have... Oh, bird. Bird! The demons of change. A bird. Are there any other birdie thing demons in Cinch, to be honest? Like, horrors aren't very Cinch, aren't very birdie. Neither are flamers or screamers. You'd think at least one thing besides the Lord of Change would be birdie. I wish I have tentacles. I could just do chores more efficiently. I wish I had someone to do the chores for me. Okay, 5. What's next? 6. Number 6. That's number 8. Number 6 is the book. Because obviously he's relevant. That being said, no, yeah, other creatures, it's like Nurglings are just mini greater demons of Nurgle, great unclean ones. At least in terms of appearance they are. Keeper of Secrets has a similar design aesthetic to the lesser demons of Slaanesh. Karn, again, their demons all have the same sorts of design aesthetic to them, or most of them anyway. It's Cinch where it's just kind of random. Maybe that's very fitting for Cinch though. He doesn't have a really strong theme other than just magic and chaoticness. Normal horrors aren't very birdy. The leader ones get burbed. Also Sangors get burbed. Oh yeah, yeah, those things get burbed. Although Sangors aren't demons. They are just beastmen. Normal horrors. Yeah. I do remember some of the horror stuff actually having big beaks now that you mention it. Oh, 7 is for big old head next. I just really wanted a Gaunt Summoner because mostly just for head. It's just the head that sells it for me. Like, look at that thing. It looks so cool. I want to see more cultists for each faction. Like, I was reading, I forgot the book. Female Commissar, Rain, Zephyrin Rain. And she fights some, you know, siege cultists, and they sound so cool. And like the stuff they have access to as well is like, oh, I wish Chaos was more like that in the board game. I want to see like just the different styles of cultists. Like you do have and the different styles of like beastmen as well for each of them. Khan is getting some more cultists. Like I think Garmongers are a very good addition to the World Eater section. Jackals are kind of okay. I think Garmongers have a lot more going for them in terms of just like adding a lot more character. And I feel like everyone needs more of that. Like, does it have 2 hands trying to hold this? Oh, it does have 2 hands trying to hold this. There we go. Also, the change incarnate god, a theme is very off-brand, and therefore having no theme is very on-brand. Yeah. Hi, Elma. How you doing? I hope you're doing well today. You're happy to see me? I'm happy to see you. We've built our Bloodthirster. Now we're going completely the opposite direction and building a Sentient dude. Here's the Bloodthirster. Big old dude. Oh, it's so cool. So scary. Those wings. That's the one thing I don't like about Chaos's stuff. And same with the Winged Hive Tyrant. The wings take up so much space. Like, how the heck do I starve this? How do I transport it? Okay, what's next? 8. That's 13. That's 11. That's 10. 13, 12. 9. 13, 13, 13. Oh no, that was 8. So 9 is the disc. Ooh. Okay, these bits I think go underneath the disc. Yeah, 10 and 11. Oh, on top of a desk, one or the other. Yeah, I actually think it might be the top side of it. I think all the spikes go on the disc, these lady-looking things. No. No. Oh, maybe it goes in the center. Oh, could very well go in the center. You play Until Then? I've not played until... I don't even know what Until Then is. Oh, okay, so that's what... You got these big gaps here. It goes like... Oh, it goes like that. Yeah. I get it. There we go. He's got two little gaps in. I'm thinking... He probably doesn't stand in the mouth, does he? Or maybe he does. Or maybe he does stand in the mouth. Okay, yeah, he stands in the mouth. That seems dangerous, but you know, you do you. If you want to stand in the mouth of a tiny Sarlacc pit, you go right ahead, Mr. Summoner. No wonder you got so gaunt. Oh, this has so much more character than the Thousand Suns Exalted Sorceress. Yeah, Nurgle has the Poxwalkers. And they used to have the Galapox things as well. Would be fun to see like other types of Death Guard, you know, cultist equivalents. And other types of like, actually any sorts of Slaanesh or Empress Children or Sintian cultists equivalents. I mean, I know the Sangors are meant to kind of fill that category of cultists for the Thousand Suns. They could definitely do more. Okay. Oh, so you got these little gaps here where the blades go. This is when it turns out you glued him on the underside. Nah, it's not. Because this goes like... And even if it is, it looks cool. Yeah, I think those are definitely meant to be hanging down. Then this goes there. What's until then? It's a sad game in Philippines. Oh. There we go. Sounds fun. There we go. And we got a clip. And we got a clip. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have time to make Goremongers today. Unfortunately. We got to make a nice little gaunt summoner. And that's nice. The way that these blades are connected though makes it very difficult to trim them properly off the... Because they're connected right on the curved aspect of it. It's difficult to break them off. Or cut them off even without... damaging them. Or just leaving a bunch of spruce still attached. Okay, more blades. I like this Gaunt Summoner guy. Yeah, but it'd be fun to like see, do you know, a Sangor, not Sangor cultist, a Cinchian cultist in like the Thousand Suns armies. And like, do you know, a powerful cultist sorcerer and stuff. Especially when people are being empowered by demons. There's a lot of room to have like very powerful characters and very unique, you know, seeming characters in a Cinchian army that aren't just Space Marines. Guess what I just bought? Housemiths of Hashut. Cafe Peasants. Cola. Cupcakes. You bought cupcakes to set them free. A Bloodthirster at 80% off. John Blank Volume 3 paint set. Nice. I'm guessing. I don't know what that paint set is. I'm hoping it's really good and that you have lots of fun with it. No, are you crazy? I'm not rich. You know, I'm just expecting that, you know, when you say bought, that you just really stole them. Nothing. That is poor. How does this attach? Maybe it goes on this side? Oh yeah, I think it does. He was the original Warhammer artist. He painted for books. What? Nice. This is an 8-colour paint set from Army Painter. Second set to volume was pretty lucky of me to be able to buy one from the store without pre-ordering them. Ooh, that's cool. Is this a 40mm base? It is a 40mm base. Good, good, good. I'm going to put it slightly far back so it will try to center the disc on the base. That's actually where the camera is centered, by the way. It's just zoomed in for you. Yeah, where's the camera? Actually, technically the camera is just there, so really it should just be a bit further back. There you go. Centered. And there is our Bloodthirster. Volume 3 has all these cool colours. Very cold. Nice. I'm actually really struggling to, you know, find decent blues and stuff in Citadel. There we go. He retired from work in 2023 because he's very old and dying. Oh no! Look at, so he is a Bloodthirster with his giant wings. He is a little gaunt summoner. Hello, Mr. Bloodthirster. How you doing?
Very well, thank you. What are you reading?
It's just a little book called Winnie the Pooh. One day, Winnie the Pooh went to town in search for some honey because he was all out. And when he was in town, he met Mr. Rabbit. And Mr. Rabbit had the last tub of honey from that was in town. And he wasn't willing to give any to Pooh. Hi, Clyde. Bloodthirster looks very cool and his friend is cool too. Yay! We and the crow feed in the park. We and the crow I feed in the park. You and the crow. Wait, how big is his axe? How big is the Gaunt Summoner? The Gaunt Summoner seems surprisingly big. Although Age of Sigmar models do feel a bit bigger than anticipated. Yeah, because he is quite big next to that Space Marine. Like, they do feel in a slightly different scale. I've not bought any regular humans in Age of Sigmar, mind you. I've only bought things like goblins. Actually, no, for Age of Sigmar goblins were smaller than for Old World goblins. But for Age of Sigmar dwarves were a little bigger than, oh, I say a little, significantly bigger than the Old World dwarves. So, here we go. I like this dude. Look how much detail he's got on him. He's got like, maybe I need to turn that light off. Cities of Sigma is probably getting a refresh soon if you're looking into humans. I don't know. I don't really like the Cities of Sigma at the moment. Personally. Sometimes this is very difficult to get to focus. Yeah, I can't get it to focus on the eyes here very well, but he's got a bunch of eyes on this thing here. And they're also on the back of it too. The old book. He's got nothing in his book. He's got no eyes to read with, mind you. So, oh no, he's got a bunch on his helmet thing, doesn't he? They deserve a refresh. For Ogres, I don't think the Ogres have like any new models that aren't, you know, Old World models. Like, I think all of them are Old World models still. So if I had to guess who's getting a refresh, it would be the Ogres. They're getting Gargants and Halflings and the Leaks, so combined with the existing Dwarves and Elves, it is the Tower Auxiliary Army I wanted in 40k. Like 40k refuses to give us. Yeah! It would be fun if we got an auxiliary kill team. There we go. Let's look. Yeah, if we look at the destruction, Ogre tribes, they're old models and man-eaters, I think. Yeah. They're old world, fantasy originally. They might be newer. Yeah, I think they might be newer. I think the old not Yetis. Oh, they're the oh, Gorgeous. Yeah, they're called Gorgeous. There we go. Yeah, they're for old Gorgeous. That's a new model for Bloodthirster Hunter. They're all old models. These are all from Fantasy. I actually had some of these in for my Chaos Army, actually. Newer, and they are older than sliced bread. Thunder Tusks. I know that they had resin Thunder Tusks back in Fantasy. I am not sure if these are... I think Ogres might have had a range refresh before. And yeah, because they had the Iron Blasters and Scrap Launchers. I think they came into Fantasy just before Age of Sigmar came out. And as a result, I do think the Thunder Tusks. Yeah, I think the Thunder Tusks might also be old Fantasy models. The Yetis are definitely Fantasy models. I think they're metal, aren't they? Finecast. They used to be metal. Frost Sabers, definitely Fantasy models. Firebelly, definitely a Fantasy model. Slaughtermaster is a Fantasy model, I believe. Butcher might be new. Nobblers look like the Fantasy versions. Let's look. If they got big hand, yeah, for Fantasy. Lead Belchers are Fantasy. Iron Guts are Fantasy. Tyrant, again, it might be newer. That might be Age of Sigmar. That being said, the way it's very squared up does make it look like it was designed for a square base. Actually, is this resin? Yeah, it's resin. So yeah, this was designed for Fantasy, not Age of Sigmar. Hunter is a Fantasy model. Bloodpelt Hunter might be... Yeah, that's definitely, I think, Age of Sigmar. Kragnos is Age of Sigmar, I believe. So the only ones that might be... You know, not... Actually, no, these might be Fantasy ones as well, because I had the old Metal Guardians because I absolutely loved the designs for a model. And I think these might have come out for Fantasy at the same time as this stuff. The Tyrant literally has a Sigmarine helmet in his helmet, right? Oh, does he? Okay, never mind. That could just be Balthasar Gelt. Okay, never mind. Yeah, he is not designed for Fantasy for any if he's got a Sigmarine helmet. Good spot. I didn't notice that. Let's see, actually. We might be able to see Sigmarine stuff over here as well. Any Sigmarine or clear Age of Sigmar trophies in here? No, they look like the old Fantasy helmets for... Yeah, that looks like an old High-Elf Fantasy helmet, and that looks like an Old World Empire helmet. So yeah, they're definitely Old World. Yeah, an Old World shield here as well. Didn't notice it, Chai Tea. Yeah, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Thunder Tusks. What about over here? Don't see any trophies on foot. Well, there are a few trophies, but nothing that's telling of where they are. It's the exact same sort of design. They have a vulture. Oh no, that's Old World. Old World right there. So the Thunder Tusks are definitely Old World. This guy's Resident, yeah, Finecast. So let's look. Which other ones? These guys again are probably from fantasy. But you never know. We don't see any trophies on them that are telling of either side. What's that leg from? Yeah, it definitely looks Old World though. Ordinal Fantasy, yes. Rather than Age of Sigmar. These guys might be old, but they have great presence. They do. The stuff where I can't really tell very well, so these things, the Thunder Tusks. The Thunder Tusks are Mornfang Pack. And the Iron Blaster and stuff. They were all relatively new models and Fantasy died off. So they are, as far as Games Workshop is concerned, they're still relatively new sculpts. Bloodpelt Hunter is probably Age of Sigmar. Oh my gosh, that head is well done. Do these guys have any trophies on them that are very clearly, you know, from one? No, they're not really the types that have much trophies. Oh, wait, what's that skull? Oh, it's 2 skulls, I think it's. Ogre stuff. Yeah, I had to guess because for online only models. Actually, no. But definitely Age of Sigmar original models are online only. They might be Age of Sigmar, I think, rather than originally fantasy. So this one is probably Age of Sigmar. This one definitely is. And these ones might be. Yeah, these guys you can definitely tell are from Old World because, again, you got the Old World designs on them. Yeah, Cities of Sigmar is refreshing with Warhammer Fantasy models. Yeah. Actually, that's kind of what I did. Like, when I was making my Orcs and Goblins army, I used the Gloomspite skits. I mean, this is actually just an Old World, a fantasy model to begin with the Ragnaroks. I think this might be originally a fantasy model, and maybe Fanatics as well. The Trolls, I think, were originally designed for fantasy, but Age of Sigmar was already out by the time they got final approval. And maybe the Big Troggoths too. I think, yeah, these guys here, we got a bunch of them. And I think they originally came out in fantasy. Pretty sure they did. Ooh, Lunar Smash Fanatics. Okay, they might not be fantasy originals. But what did we do? Yeah, all of these are Age of Sigmar originals. All of the guys on Wolves. These guys, I'm not sure. I think they came out originally for Age of Sigmar. I think Manga Squigs had made it into fantasy before Age of Sigmar. And Spider Riders are they're ancient. They were old even when I got into fantasy and stuff. Oh, they don't have a spearhead here. Oh, it's one of my favourite spearheads. Is it just big? Sometimes they do forget to put stuff there. Have they stopped the Gloomspite spearheads? You got this one, I guess. Oh yeah, they don't have it here. Okay, so there was a spearhead that I absolutely loved. I got 2 of them. And it had... Let's look. It had 20 of these dudes in. A loon boss, which I think is Age of Sigmar
I see.
original.
The bad moon arising.
Yay! The moon design thing is very early Age of Sigmar design choice. Oh no, but the moon isn't from Old World. It's on Fantasy. Yeah, these moons here, if we go to Old World, we can actually see them. If we go to the Night Goblins, it's a bad moon clan. Because you got the moons here. That was just the latest. They're more featured in Age of Sigmar. I think the moon for the Night Goblin was becoming more featured. It was always very well featured in I mean, okay, yeah. Well, you had Morslib. You had 2 different moons in what's it called? Fantasy. You had Morslib and then you had the normal moon. I think the Night Goblins liked the normal moon. But yeah, you had these spells here, like that moon spell. That was a spell in well, you can use it in Warhammer Total War. It's mushrooms are much more featured in the Gloomspite skit than they used to be in Old World. Like, sure, the moon is a thing, but the mushrooms being such a big thing on all the models and bases, like these dudes. In fact, you could tell all the new ones because they have mushrooms. These guys mushroomed up. These guys mushroomed up. Troggerth's mushroomed up. These guys are mushroomed up. Yeah, and like, yeah. Oh, these are old models. These were relatively new models. Well, they weren't that new. But they're definitely parts of the more modern design aesthetic that Games Workshop had by the time these came out. But you can see the big old gaps and the sprues. You can tell that they're all old. I like this dude. That's such a cool model. I like the little flying squigs. Oh yeah, what would I want to look at? I wanted to look at Cities of Sigmar. I really don't like the humans in Cities of Sigmar. Like some of them, like these special characters here are pretty cool. But I just don't like the design aesthetic of a lot of them. The line is cool. That's not bad. It's mostly the helmets, I think. Saviors of Cinderfall. That looks okay. Yeah, the steel helms I don't like. I much prefer for Old World men-at-arms, even if the Old World models are showing their age. These guys are kind of cool. Except him, don't like him. And that one. Or that one. I like these two. And that thing. Yeah, the flying lion is nice. It's like this horse over here. I like the horse. I like everything from like down here. This point downwards, amazing. This point upwards sucks. Personally, that's what I feel. Same with this, but this pose is not the worst, mind you. Don't really like this ogre war hook very much. Don't really like the Fusiliers. Oh, love the Dark Riders and the Assassins. Look at the Dark Elves. Oh, beautiful. Oh, the Bleak Swords. A Black God. I had a whole bunch of them Corsairs. I like this Hydra. It's so cool. Yeah, these Corsairs. I had a bunch of them because I thought they looked really cool. I have it on square basis. Do they come with square bases? Yeah, they supplied with square bases. They're not even the correct size square bases for Old World. Everything's now on 25mm or up. Have been there since the bush. Some of them unironically have. Probably. Which is for oldest models? For Cold One Riders, maybe. These ones actually no, those Cold Ones are 2 new designs. Dread Spears, no, I think they're 2 new as well. Yeah. Gosh, that face. You can tell it's an old model just by the face alone. We can tell by how close the sprue is, it's not that old. Not that many gaps in it. What would be the oldest model? Red Lord and Black Dragon. That could be pretty old by that design. Big old gaps in the sprue, so definitely quite old. They don't show it in too great. Oh, that's so cool looking though. I like it. I want it. I want it. The Sorcerer is legit old enough to get a... Oh, the Battle Mages. Yeah, they're old. They're plastic though, I believe. Because I had some of these things. I turned them into vampire count stuff. General's Handbook 2017. I need to update the description on this. The Sorceress. I know, but it's just... Where's the Sorceress? Sorry. Ah, here we go. 1275. Oh, she's plastic. She's not that old. It's 2010. You can see right here it says 2010. And she comes with a square base of the sprue. Oh no. I hate faces too, especially if I look in the Book of Mirrors. No! In the War Game shop I go to, they have a Sorceress model in a beat up brown box. They keep the darkest corner of the store. No! Sorceress and Black Dragon! Oh, it's the same Black Dragon. The design of the model just seems... You can tell how old it is. Can we see the sprue? No, we can't tell from there. The Assassin might be older, to be honest. Oh no, 2012. 2012. Dark Riders. Doesn't show it here. Yeah, it doesn't show the age of the model there. Anything that's still in resin or metal is going to be ancient. If you want to see the oldest models they have, it's things like some of the Empire of Man models. The Imperial Ogres. Here we go. These are ancient models. Oh, those are massively ancient. Look at this ogre. This is equivalent to a lead belcher. He's on a 40mm base, I think. Yeah. He's actually he's smaller than a Space Marine, it looks like. And for what those models could run for political campaigns, they could. I think these models are legitimately like from the early 90s. Perhaps even 80s, like these metal ones. These Warrior Priests of Sigma are like £9. One of the cheapest models, these two. They're not that old, but they're still probably from the 90s, early 90s. Probably. Where's some? For Orcs and Goblins, I now have some absolutely ancient models. Yeah, for big uns. For big uns. You can see for old design for how they did stuff. For old trolls, actually, I do kind of like the design of them. They're ridiculously overpriced at £27 for 2 models. And I think they are metal, yeah. I do actually kind of like the design of those models. I think they're cool. But yeah, for these old orcs, oh my gosh. These are probably old enough to retire from political campaigns. Arcane frogs are 15 squid. Wait, was it 15 squid for arcane frogs? Oh my gosh, it is. And they're out of stock. Are they metal or resin? They're resin, that's why. They're not for even the Finecast resin. Black Orc Big Boss. You know Grimgar Ironhide, you know that dude? Yeah, he's just called a Black Orc Big Boss. Don't worry about it. It's definitely not a named character that we decided just to call Black Orc Big Boss. Actually, there's a few named characters like that. Oh, this ancient troll hag. Oh, the bone grinder giant. Yeah, if you ever want a massive piece of resin that is definitely going to break whenever you play it because it's on the tiniest base ever, look at that base compared to the model size and height and just how high its center of mass is. This thing falls over like nobody's business. It's an absolutely massive model. Like, this is the original Mega Gargant. Like, that base is 75mm long, I believe. Perhaps larger. Doesn't actually tell us here. I think it was like one of the first resin models and stuff they did as well. Oh, the Orc War Boss and Wyvern. Don't they have a few other characters like that? Like, I think the dwarves have a similar character where it's actually named. Yeah, here we go. Dwarf Slayer of Legend. That's what's his name? Oh, Felix, his friend. Gartrex. Yeah, this is just Gartrex. It's literally Gartrex. Not just Dwarf Slayer. This is Gartrex. This was originally him, yeah. Gartrex, not Gartrex. Gartrex. Ungrim Iron Fist as well is Ungrim Iron Fist. I think this is meant to be his father, though. Rather than actually, do you know, for Ungrim from, from, what's it called? Oh, it might be even his grandfather. Rather than the one that we see in the Total War game in fantasy. Because he's not old enough. It's too early on. Some people are shackled. Do people actually play Old World? I do. I do. I love it. Some of the modern... Okay, a lot of the people play Old World using modern models. The old models there are just there for the nostalgia. Like, for instance, for Arc Biggins that we saw earlier, I just use... where are they? I use these guys, except with spears. But for the original guys were sold with spears. Yeah. Gut Rippers, there we go. As Arc Biggins. Where are the Gut Rippers? Seriously. Here they are. Yeah, I use the Gut Rippers from the starter set. I had spears and stuff as Biggins. I also have some of the Hobgoblins, which I just use as generic goblins. I also use the, as I said, I've got the Night Goblins from the Gloomspite Gates, which I use, and instead of the Trolls from the Old World, I use the Troggoths from the Gloomspite Gates. I also have a Giant Troggoth that I use as a Giant in Old World. And I have a Gargant that I use as a Bone Grinder Giant, another one we were looking at earlier. I have this guy as an Orc Shaman. I have this guy as an Orc Biggin. Not Biggin, Big Boss. This one as a Goblin Sorcerer. This one as a Goblin Big Boss. I got these guys. I'm not built for them. I don't know what to do with them. I also have some... Which ones do I have? Oh, I have these guys instead of Odd Boys. Yeah, these guys instead of Odd Boys. These originally were... Yeah, Odd Boys instead of Black Hawks. That's it. And I use these Gargunters as chariots. I put them on a chariot base and they're big enough for it. Just Bob chariots. I do have some of the Old World stuff as well, because I think it's cool. And it's really funny comparing them to one another, like new versus old. Like, I have, I got the God Battalion. So I do have a couple of Barboid chariots anyway. Oh yeah, I use them as Barboid chariots with Biggin. So they're a mount for a Biggin. So yeah, then you got the goblins in here, which are cool. Now, the thing about these models is, yeah, they look terrible comparatively to the modern ones, but they're a lot cheaper. They are a lot cheaper. Well, lots of them are. Like, Night Goblins, £54 for how many of them? 40? And they come with spears, hand weapons, banners, shields, archers. Customize them however you want. The Order version of them for Destruction, Gloomspite Gates. They're 30 quid for how many? 20? For 20, yeah. So it's cheaper to get the other ones. It's definitely cheaper just to get a bunch of orcs. Like for Orc Boys mob over here just has so many orcs in it. I've only have some cool models anyway, even if they are a bit old. Like, what do I have here from here? I got this kit, this vesting kit. I really love this model. What else is there? Oh yeah, and there's another one. The... Not Bar Boys. Goblin Wolf Riders. 42 quid for 15. Actually, I think you get more than 15. Or is it just less? It's 14 maybe. No, 15. You get a 15 compared to... wolves here. 40 quid for 5 wolves here. And Old World, it's 42 quid for 15. So that's why you get them. But do you have a Mind Goblin? Yes, I do have Mind Goblin. Cupcon don't count because she's as old as Catan. No, I'm not as old as Catan. But yeah, these are just super cool models. I absolutely adore them. I do like the Black Orcs. Some of the models are actually kind of not as old as you might think. Like, originally for Black Orcs, these were like what... When Age of Sigmar came out, these were the original Odd Boys. And they were for quite a long time. For dwarves, the dwarves are a lot better if you want to see newer models, because they had a range refresh not long before Fantasy got kicked in the can. But no, a lot of the people they play is not necessarily for the models, it's for the game style. Like, if you've never played Fantasy or Old World, I do recommend it because it's just so fun having massive blocks of infantry just smashing into one another that are arranged in nice formations. But I'll show you some of the cool models. You got these types of things. These are cool. Love them. Big old cannon. Well, it's not that big. But newer models, which ones are really new? These aren't new. They're pretty cool. Oh, I got him. I really like this dude. Look at this dude getting carried. Like, you can tell that's a relatively new model in terms of, like, it wasn't out for very long before Age of Sigmar came out. You can paint Black Orcs just dipping them in known oil. Yeah. Dwarf and Iron Breakers. Oh yeah, these guys are really cool. We were building these in the member streams. And I like these models. Look at this guy with his flamethrower. Oh. I can't even afford dinner, so I skip eating at night. Yeah, when I was collecting Fantasy, I often skipped meals to afford Warhammer stuff. And when I was originally playing a lot. Dwarf Thane with Oath Gun. Oh, so cool. Where's another cool model I like though? But it's the Hammerus. I like the Hammerus. Oh, the Flame Gun's cool. Although I don't like that paint scheme of it. Dwarf Warriors, no. Dwarf Qualerus, no. Dwarf... There they are, Dwarf Hammerus and Longbeards. Like this dude is. They had a very difficulty trying to take his picture, didn't they? Oh. I like them. Yeah, it's not very... I say that Old World is probably a lot cheaper to get into in a way than it used to be. Because between Age of Sigmar sets and just... If you don't buy it directly from the Warhammer store and you go to these other sellers, it's a lot cheaper. But also they do a lot more big boxes and stuff, like these battalions and the Age of Sigmar sets combined are really, really good. Oh yeah, for the only thing I got that was Age of Sigmar for these dudes is the... Is it the Overlords? Yeah, Overlords. It was, I built some engineers using these guys. Yeah, these guys made for really good engineers. Yeah. Oh, do you want to see one of the cool models I built? I did a really cool conversion. There we go. Oh, it's an Orc War Boss Shaman on Riven. Yeah. Because I had that big old starter set thing from Age of Sigmar. And these are from a Demon Prince. I tried sculpting for muscles and veins as best as I could with green stuff. Didn't do a great job. I think I did a little bit better here. But I had some green stuff that didn't do very well. Yeah, I like this one. We could always raid the GW warehouse like Corsairs. Yeah! Let's do it! Wait, considering Bloodthirsters exist in both Old World and 40k and Age of Sigmar, this battle is very possible. Who would win? Get bonked! Run away! The Orc looks too big for the Rhyme thing for Port Riven. Look, it's magic. It's magical. Don't worry about it. It uses Orc magic to get it up there. Oh. To be fair, that's how like the old dragons and Ryvens looked anyway. Like, where's the official model for the Riven? It absolutely sucks. Old World, Orcs and Goblins. It absolutely sucks, but there's like a sense, I kind of like it in a way, this thing. Just look at it. Like, look at it. Look how its neck is straining so much to hold the Orc up. It's like, oh, the poor Riven. I think these arms are like the same arms that they had on them. Yeah. It kind of looks like the same arms they had on other models at the time, like generic dragons, hive tyrants and stuff. Oh. I'm really happy my GF going to be home soon. Nice. You're like a puppy. Nice. Look at those big axes. Storm God Crondra set up big expectations. Wait, Stormcast. Age of Sigmar Order. Stormcast. Which one? Frondis. Oh yeah, this is a cool dragon. I've seen this converted into, I think it might be that model, converted into an Imperial Knight for 40k. You do have some cool dragon models for fantasy and for Old World. Oh, you want to see the coolest dragon? You want to see, oh, look how cool this dragon is. Oh, the coolest dragon. Look at him. Oh, so cool. He needs to be fed more. Dragons aren't meant to be on vegan diets, you silly wood elf. Actually, the wood elves in 40k are not vegans at all. In fantasy, sorry. Let's try thinking. The high elves have a moderately cool dragon. They mostly have the cool eagles. Oh, do you want to see a really cool dragon, actually? From fantasy. Back when fantasy was still a thing, they used to sell this. Magma Draft. This is what a magma dwarf wishes it was. Magma dragon right here. Absolutely massive beast that needs green stuff to keep it together because it's just massive hunks of resin. Oh. Something about of how to train your dragon. Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to re-sculpt its tongue because it broke off. Yeah, this Bloodthirster might have its work cut out for it against this dragon. Bam! Bite your head off. Bite your head off. Oh. Now that's the coolest dragon. But I am very... Salamander should get a salamander rider or something. It would be mad funny. It would actually be fun to see, like, you know, some of the Space Marine factions get some more non-Space Marine stuff. Like, you know, like to get auxiliaries and so on. Like, it would be really fun if we got the Ultramar auxiliary as, like, Space Marine models. As in by Space Marine models, as in, like, in the Ultramarine range. But they're just humans. It would be fun to see, like, the Salamanders using things like, you know, for dragons and beasts and stuff. Space Wolves already get their Thunderwolf cavalry and their Fenris Wolves. It would be just fun to see more stuff like that. It would be fun to see, like, more, you know, Templar serfs and stuff. Like, you know, priests and fanatics going into battle alongside the Black Templar. Da, 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 da. But it'd be fun. And as I said, like, it'd be cool to get, like, more cultisty stuff for the Chaos dudes. But anyway, I'm exhausted now. We've built ourselves a nice little dude here. Tomorrow morning, we're building some battle suits. We've got a broadside and we've got a riptide that hopefully we're going to get built tomorrow. Then we've got a member stream of the evening. And then day off and Rimworld on Friday. Yeah! So thank you for coming to the stream. Don't forget to like it if you've not liked it already. Give that like button a big old punch in the face because, you know, it said your favourite army sucked. Your favourite model, it said it didn't like it. Give it a punch. Punch, teach that like button a lesson. Yeah! But thank you for coming here. Big old love hearts to you all. Yeah. And I hope you have a good, wonderful rest of your day. Remember to eat good food, sleep well, work hard, play harder, take care of yourself, be kind to others and vice versa. And don't eat cupcakes. Because cupcakes are friends, not food. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Love you all. Oh no, knocked him over. No. Bye-bye. No, don't eat your friends.